The State Department spends a staggering $40 billion per year operating embassies, missions, and related programs worldwide. The bulk of the $40 billion is paid directly to private contractors for security, upkeep, surveillance. But much of the budget is bloated, including the $5 billion spent running the palatial embassy in Baghdad just for 1 year. But a bloated budget is just the beginning of the State Department's spending problem. According to an Inspector General's report, a staggering $6 billion in State Department funds is missing and/or cannot be accounted for. For the embassy in Iraq alone, a staggering $2 billion is missing. Keep in mind that the cost to build the palatial embassy, that includes an Olympic-sized swimming pool, football field, and basketball court, was a staggering $1 billion. Obama, of course, is not holding Hillary Clinton responsible for the missing $6 billion, despite the fact that most of it was lost under her watch as Secretary of State. In one case, according to the IG report, a payment was made in the amount of $50 million to a contractor's spouse, supposedly for services rendered, but little, if any, paperwork can be found substantiating the payment. Of course, the question is, where exactly did the $6 billion go? Was the whole sideshow of blaming the anti-Muslim video producer Nukulah Basili Nukulah for the murder of Chris Stevens, Ty Woods, Glenn Doherty, and Sean Smith just a distraction to cover up billions of dollars in missing taxpayer money? Was Hillary Clinton, while she was covering up the fact that al-Qaeda attacked our embassy in Benghazi, running a media campaign to obfuscate her connection to the missing money? A media campaign that was modeled on her distraction campaign when her husband, Slick Willie, was caught putting cigars in the Help? Or worse, did Hillary Clinton in fact embezzle some of this money herself? Hillary Clinton has a long history of bilking American taxpayers out of millions of dollars. While Bill Clinton was governor of Arkansas, he flooded her Rose law firm with millions of dollars in bogus fees for drawing up the legal papers dispersing Arkansas Finance Development Agency funds. Hillary Clinton, now known as the Benghazi Butcher for giving the stand-down order in Benghazi, according to the OPSEC report, breach of duty, Hillary Clinton, and catastrophic failure in Benghazi, is now also embroiled in a massive political corruption investigation involving the financing of her 2008 presidential bid. According to court documents, businessman and Clinton megadonor Jeffrey Thompson funneled $500,000 into Clinton's 2008 presidential campaign, all off the books. The revelation came to light when Jeffrey Thompson was indicted for running a shadow campaign for Clinton crony D.C. Mayor Vincent Gray. Hillary Clinton claims she knew nothing about the shadow campaign, despite the fact that it was arranged by longtime Clinton crony and DNC head Minion Moore. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. Jeffrey Thompson secretly funded dozens of political candidates, according to court documents, and may have secretly funded Barack Obama's 2012 campaign as well. Will Attorney General Eric Holder investigate Hillary Clinton's shadow campaign and the possible shadow campaign of Barack Hussein Obama? Hardly. Eric Holder subscribes to the Hillary Clinton credo of, "What difference does it make?"
The fact is, we had 4 dead Americans. Was it because of a protest, or was it because of guys out for a walk one night who decided they'd go kill some Americans? What difference at this point does it make?
Observing the presidential elections over the years has been a lot like watching a television series, Jump the Shark. We've gotten to that point where you watch it for the same reason you can't help slowing down and staring as you pass a wreck on the highway. It's the Jerry Springification of politics, a morbid fascination with the decline of Western civilization. I know. Some of you are on the train. Some of you are actually inspired by the smoke being blown up your collective backsides. I'm not here to burst your bubble. Not necessary. Reality will set in on its own time. No matter who gets inaugurated in January, the American public is going to come to their senses in a ditch with a hangover and realize that they have no idea where their pants are. That's an ugly picture. Sometimes you have to hit rock bottom to realize you've got a problem. There has never been a better time for a rude awakening. All around the world, we are witnessing the early stages of a massive social and economic upheaval. Large swaths of the population feel angry, disenfranchised, and disgusted with the trajectory we're on. This undercurrent carried Donald Trump and Bernie Sanders to the national stage. It brought Brexit to a referendum. And ready or not, there's more to come. I know. The other candidate is really, really bad. I agree. Both sides see their opposition's candidate as a fraudster, a liar, and a fool. And they're both right. Trouble is, both sides hate their opponent so much that they refuse to scrutinize their own candidate. Par for the course. Delusion is the lifeblood of politics. But with a lineup like this, one has to wonder if the powers that be are getting senile. Must be having a hard time recruiting competent, likable puppets. The circus tent is collapsing, and America is about to get a new ringmaster foisted upon them that is disliked and distrusted by the majority of the population. It's unprecedented. You could even call it historic. This election isn't going to be determined by who people are voting for, nearly so much as who they are voting against. They really screwed the pooch with Bernie Sanders though, didn't they? It was all so well planned and choreographed. The graceful loser, an emphatic endorsement, great music and visuals, all ruined by the DNC email leaks. They got caught red-handed. In doing so, the establishment planted the seeds of rebellion in the hearts and minds of an entire generation. And that generation just happens to be the future. Therein lies a window of opportunity. Discontent is the mother of revolution. Disillusionment, the motor of real change. As America stumbles around in that ditch trying to figure out what went wrong, more and more people are going to realize that it's time to stop pissing their life away at the RNC and DNC liquor stores. The solution is not going to come from the same system that created the problem. It's not just a few bad apples. It's not just democracy that's broken. We're running on a faulty paradigm. We have a debt-based monetary system which requires infinite growth to stay afloat on a finite planet addicted to oil and war. Time to start working outside the box. Reforms aren't going to cut it. Divisive political wedge movements aren't going to help. A full socioeconomic reset is in order and in the works. It is going to be a bumpy ride though, so I hope you have a sense of humor. We're probably gonna need it. If this message resonates with you, spread it. You have permission to download and transmit any and all of our content through any venue, commercial or non-commercial. If you want more, follow Stormclouds Gathering on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. For sources, transcripts, and email updates, visit our website at stormcloudsgathering.com.